is Semblance, and today we will be doing the top 13 US edition cover arts for Lemony Snicket's A Series of Unfortunate Events. Starting on the bottom of the list is Carnivore's Carnival, which I had not thought out this camera angle too well. I have 2 leaks to my arm, which is just basically just lions, so it's not too interesting. Next up is going to be The Miserable Mill. Oops, sorry about that. Which I'm not too fond of how much Klaus takes up the picture, especially because I'm not overly fond of how he looks. He kind of looks like an overgrown baby for some reason. So that will be next up will be, also I'm pretty much just doing this on the spot. I hope you enjoy regardless. Next up is going to be I have all my sticker books just sprayed out on the floor right now. The ASOUE Academy. When I look at this, it doesn't really do much for me. I also don't like how the height is of all the characters, because Klaus is about 2.5 feet, given how this looks. So that will be next. Quality videos, am I right, everyone? Next up will be this is tough. No, I'll say this one. The Bad Beginning. Although it is iconic, it also has the same height problems that I'm not overly fond of, and it just doesn't. I think a much better cover would be the painting or portrait that came in the rare edition. That would be a lot nicer, in my opinion, but what do I know? Next up will be The Reptile Room. Can it focus? There we go. The cover just, I don't think enough is happening. Sure, it showcases everything it needs to, but it just doesn't do much for me. I'm sorry this video is a lot less in detail than my Old Long Questions US cover arts, but those had a lot much more care put into them, I would say. So, and like the method of storytelling in the cover did a lot more than these ones did. Next up will be the ASOUE's Elevator. It is pretty nice. I think, well, I won't say much about it, but I just, it just, if I saw this in the store and I had known nothing of Lemony Snicket, I probably wouldn't have picked this book up based on the cover alone. Because although you're never supposed to judge a book by its cover, covers actually really do matter. Next will be The Vile Village. The colors are pretty nice, and the movement of the scene is better than a lot of the others. I have the phone propped up on just a bunch of books at the moment. Yes, very high quality. Next will have to be The Hostile Hospital. I like the eeriness of the scene and the lighting, and it captures the tone of the book quite well. The penultimate peril will have to be next. I like how many characters they. Well, this book is a movie. I like how much it captures the bustling aura the book gives off of everyone moving around. And this is also some of the better art of people. Klaus doesn't look too much as a baby anymore. This is getting more difficult. Some adhesive on my book. I need to get that off later. Next we have The Slippery Slope. I like this a lot. All the colors and just the simplicity, but you can still get a good sense of the book from this alone. We're almost done. Do you like my list so far? Feel free to tell me why I have terrible opinions in the comments below. Next up will be no. Yeah. Next up what's this? Oh. Next up will have to be The Wide Window. I like the strokes of the wind outside. It's very nice, and I just love the flow of it. It's very pleasant, which is why it's rated so high up for me. Almost done. Next up will have to be this is so difficult. The Grim Grotto. I love the colors and the aura this whole cover that gives me. It gives a lot of movement, and you can tell the artist, Mr. Brett Hellquist, was really going into the flow of it now, of his drawings. They're a lot more vibrant than they used to be, and he's messing around with colors a lot more. Lastly is The End. How fitting for the end of our list is The End. I like the contrast of the colors, and the sky, much like the wide window, is great. And just it certainly looks like a wreck, which is nice. The characters aren't what they usually are, and the clothes carry on from the previous book, which is very nice. And overall, it's just a very nice cover. So that will have to be last or first. So, what do you think? Do you agree with my list? Feel free to tell me your opinions in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed this video. Rest pleasantly.